back to my channel. This is Sweety and to another new video. First and foremost, Happy New Year everybody. I know you might be thinking, it's almost been a whole month and you're telling us Happy New Year now? I know, but then this is the first video of the year for me. So basically, this is the first time I'm meeting you guys through this video. So Happy New Year. I hope that the first month has been really hopeful, good and blessed for each one of you. As you might already know from the title that we are going to look into my whole journaling, my planning process and my whole journey towards all these things and this whole new world that like opened in front of my eyes all of a sudden, and then I'm seriously in love with all this. And I'm really excited to share all the things that I have put in my scrapbooks and stuff. So yeah, let's not talk more, let's get into the video immediately. Okay, first let me give you a small gist of how my 2023 went on and how my journey of planning went parallel. So basically 2023 as a whole was a blast, and thinking back now I really enjoyed every single moment of 2023. By God's grace everything went on well, and personally for me I had so much of development in my character, in my routines and in the way I start to think, and my perspective changed a lot last year. And especially last year turning 20, life did teach me a lot of things, definitely. So yeah, so that is how my whole 2023 went on. And when it comes to planning, I started planning 2023 just because I got a beautiful planner from my dad. So I started to use that. It looked really like very minimalistic. It made me think that there is no effort needed to have a planner. That's what I thought when I first saw the diary or the planner that I got. So that's why I thought, okay, let's start jotting down things that I want to do the next day rather than going to the day without any idea of what to do. With context to me, I was always a to-do person. Like I always had like a few to-do lists to like tackle day to day. But then I was not a person who would plan ahead of time. Like I wake up in the morning and then I sit and do the to-do list. I was like, okay, these are the things that I need to do. These are the things that we are going to tackle today. Last year was definitely a big turn for me at that part, and I did get to learn that planning ahead sometimes really, not sometimes, but definitely helps you in the long run. Okay, so that is how 2023 went on, and that is how my journey to have a planner and to make a planner did happen. Okay, so now coming to the next part of the video, which is about journaling and planning. So basically when I was like very young, without knowing the term journaling, I used to like sit and write down all my thoughts that come into my mind. So I didn't know the term journaling at that point. I just like, vented out in a piece of paper. And later on as I grew up, I figured out that, okay, journaling is a whole process, and it is really a very healthy one, definitely a healthy one, and always recommending to anybody who has lots of things in your mind and is an overthinker like me. Also, another thing about journaling is that how consistent you are, how well you maintain your journal, and how you progress with it day by day is very important. But then I think as a beginner, like let's say if you're going to start journaling today, you don't have to think of all those things. Like let's be very real. We're not going to journal every single day, even if we swear, because last year one of my goal was to like journal every single day or at least alternative days, but then I was not even able to journal twice a week. That's like the truth of it. Okay, so it is really hard to keep the consistency of writing your journal, because when you write a journal you have to sit down, like put all your thoughts in the paper, which is like a very long process of processing the thoughts in your mind and then writing them down. Like you are doing two tasks at the same time, so it is very time consuming. And then when you do it in a hurried way, I don't think so anybody gets the fulfillment of the whole process of journaling. So yeah, that are the small knowledge that I myself know about journaling. Anyway, so in my journaling part, I didn't buy any fancy notebooks or like any cute sketch pens or pens to write as of last year, because I was like, okay, I'm not sure how consistent my interest is gonna be. So it's better to like start with scratch with things that I have in my home. So my first journal was a simple notebook, and that I used to write the time when I'm writing the journal, so that I know that I'm doing it in the morning or in the night. And then I write the date and the year, of course. And I tend to write my journal to my future self. So there are two recipients for my journals basically. One is me, the future me obviously, and the other one is God. So all my journals are addressed in that way. It's either I'm talking to my future me, sometimes even ranting, and sometimes it's to God saying, these things happen, God, I don't know what is happening, but then I know you are in control kind of way. So these are the two people who a recipient for my journal. So it's basically like writing letter to your own self. So in case if you are somebody who has a goal of journaling in 2024, I would highly recommend you to start from scratch, like go with basic, get a note, and then like start writing your thoughts. Like more than I kept saying this to me last year, because I thought like, oh, my notebook is not cute enough for me to like handle, it's not aesthetic at all. This is the only thing that I told to myself, that is, the book doesn't matter, but what you write on it matters. So it is the thoughts and feelings that you put into the writing is what is of value, rather than the book. So it's fine, you can get into it, but then you should know whether you are really a person who is into journaling. Because in journaling itself, I figured out last year that there are many types of journalings with just decorations, like with your mood, how you feel, you decorate the page with a sticker, or like the vintage stamps or the quotes, just that's it. Or there are also journalings with this related to art journaling, where you draw, paint, and express all those things. Or there are also journals where people used to write song lyrics, which like resonates with them at that time. So there are many types of journaling. So figure out which is your vibe, which fits for you, and then start doing your journaling process from there. By now you would have seen a clip of my journal process. So that is how I do my journal. And even now I don't tend to like go for more things. I think the only upgradement that I did to my journal was that from using my rough notes, I started to use Classmate, which is definitely a royalty. And now here is a clip of my old planner, the planner that I used for 2023. And in this you could see all these small grids. This is the only thing that made me start planning, like made me start using a planner in the first place. And as the day went on, I found the process of planning really interesting and really a good part. So last year was definitely a practice year for me, where I was, checking out the water for myself, like if these things fit me, if it's my alley, or if it's something that I can work in. And by the end of December last year, I kind of figured out what I needed. So once I was sure about my commitment to the process, I thought, okay, right, Sweety, this is the time to invest into something that would be useful for me, right? So last year I was using a planner which was like partially a planner, partially a diary. So I was using it for both the cases, and it wasn't that good experience. So I thought, okay, this year let's invest and get myself a new planner. And here is the beautiful planner from Laurent Blanc. It is a paperback, and I got it for like 500 rupees, I guess. I will shortly give you a flip through of the pages. So in case if you ask me what are the important things that you would look into a planner, that would be if it is fit for you, because planners have so many sections, like last year I remember, like the month of December, I was going to this crazy search of figuring out what is the perfect planner for me. And after a long time I found this planner by Laurent Blanc, and I ordered from them, and it's really good. It's really good. I've been using it for 1 month. I think I can vouch for it by saying that it is really good. And it's also paperback. They also had this in the hardbound way, but then I thought, like, since I hope to travel more this year, and I thought that, okay, in case if I would like to have something that's like light on my backpack, not a heavy one. So I bought a paperback one. Plus it was cheaper than the hardbound. Okay, that is also the truth over there. Okay, now shall we go to a quick flip through of the book? Okay, so let's get into the flip through of the book. So as you can see, the book begins with saying that she believed she could, so she did. And this was one of the main reasons why I bought this plan. And there are like various other options for you guys to choose from, and this was the one, the pastel flower vintage design, that I chose because it kind of suited my vibe for this year. I've also given the link for the planner down in the description, so in case if you guys wanted, you can start using it. And since it's undated, you can start using it now also, it's fine. It has a really good doodly kind of designs everywhere, and it's really nice. So as of I'm shooting this video, I have not yet finished my top goals. You have given all divisions to note down your goals, and you can either use it as categories or like 6 different goals for the year. You can just keep yourself reminded of what your goals are for the year. Moving on to the next page, you have these small tick boxes, beginning with skills I want to acquire this year. What are the skills that you want to get to know? And then you have self-care activities to nurture this year. Let's say a morning walk, or a self-care day just for yourself, just a me time, or like journaling time. Anything could come over here. And then you have places I want to visit this year. In case you guys have a travel goal this year as me, I guess this checklist will be really helpful to check out all the places that you want to go. Just have a small text over here and there, which is really noteworthy. Moving on to the next pages, we have movies and series I want to watch this year. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to fill up this whole list, but I don't think I'll ever tick off all the boxes. But then, yep, in case you have a good recommendation of any movies that I can start this year, do let me know. Okay, so in the next page, you have things I want to buy this year. Definitely, in case if you guys have any plan of buying anything, I do have a plan to buy a lot of things for myself, for my family, and my friends. So I'll be putting those things down here and start saving money for all those small things that I would like to gift others or gift myself. So this is the monthly view for the month of February. So as you can see, you have like these small check boxes and grids. So you can just note down all the dates you want and fill up all the things that you have for the month ahead. For example, let me show you my last month's feed. Okay, I had my exams going on. I had like few assignments and ministry related things that I had to do. So this is like a small glimpse of the month that I had in my mind. And then down you have the monthly goals, which I think is very, very useful. Though we have top 6 goals for the year, but I think it's very important that you break down those goals into step by step, and then you prioritize what you need to accomplish that month to get to that goal of your top priority would be very useful. And to the right side of the column, we also have this notes part. So in case if you have your birthdays of your loved ones or any appointment that you don't want to miss, you can note them down here. So yep, that is our monthly feed. Even though it's undated, for each month they have given us separate monthly feeds. Okay, so now we come to the weekly part of the spread. Beginning with, you have weekly goals. So as you saw in the beginning, for the year we have like top goals, and then you have the monthly goals, and then you have weekly goals to accomplish that. So one more beautiful thing here is that you have a habit tracker down below, so you can start writing like reading in your habit tracker, and then in case if you read 10 pages on Monday, you can just give it a take, so on and so forth. So yeah, so that is about this planner. So this is the first session of the planner. Okay, so I have like 2 planners. This is like the weekly, the monthly, the daily planner. So there's another planner that I keep for myself, and this planner is kind of like a treasure planner for me. Basically a classmate book, okay? And then these are like unruled ones. Okay, so I basically use this as like a scrapbook for me, or till last year I was using it to have my vision board and to have like this positive quotes in it, so that every time I feel like low in spirit, I would like flip through the book and I just see how my mindset was at the beginning of the year and like motivate myself to do better. And it makes me really happy to look into it. So I'll give you guys a flip through of my this journal. Okay, so as I mentioned before, it's like a scrapbook basically. So throughout the year, if something happens, I just like collect their pictures, start printing them out, and then like stick them off and like write down notes or quotations that I like and make it a little more memorable. So this was for the year 2022, and those here are some moments that I really enjoyed for the year. So yeah, this book basically consists of my like vision boards or like the mindsets that I have for the day, as I mentioned before. So as for the year of 2023, these were my mindsets, like whatever is good for your soul, do that. She remembered who she was in the game change, and so and so. And since I consider my vision boards to be little private, I won't be showing them to you guys. But then here is the interesting part, okay? Once I finished the year 2023, I made this page which says, let's look back on 2023, and decorated with some beautiful, pretty stickers, which I have also mentioned down in the description box in case if you guys want to check out the stickers from the website. And here I have splitted the whole year into 7 parts so that I can review and reflect on them, beginning with the top 5 accomplishments that I saw this year, and then what did I do well, what I need to do well, what are the biggest lessons that I learned, and things that I'm grateful for, and the hardest thing about this year. And then ending it with how can next year be better. So this is kind of like my review reflect page, which I really loved making. Okay, now moving on to the next page, you have the 2023 scrapbook. Again, I just tried to make it a little cute and minimalistic at the same time. And here you have some of the pictures from last year that I really liked and enjoyed. So there are like every few moments that I enjoyed with my family, friends, and sometimes even alone. In case if you are my Instagram follower, you would probably know the story behind this picture, but yeah, anyways. So this is my small glimpse of the year of 2023. Okay, now moving on to the next page is another interesting part that I really would like to say. So this is letter to my 2024 self. Here, as you can see, there's a cute envelope, and inside this envelope is a letter. Okay, I know you would like me to open this and read, but then no guys, we're not going to do it now. So probably when the year ends and if I make another video of review and reflect 2024 with me, then I'll be reading that one, the letter at that video. So stay tuned till the end of the year, guys. I wrote this letter at the end of December of 2023, and I've kept it over here so that, by the end of the year, I'll just take up and read, let's see what are the expectations that I had for myself and how much I have accomplished. So I'm not trying to open this up anytime soon. Okay, I talked about planners, I talked about journaling, and there's another whole thing that I would like to talk about, and something that I started last year again. So that is the vision board. I know by now everybody knows what a vision board is. You don't want me to define what a vision board is, right? But let me tell you this, everybody's vision board have their own definition, and it is definitely not needed that my vision board has to look like yours or your vision board should look like mine, right? So it is a very customized, very personalized thing that you and I can do for ourselves. Right when I said vision board, there must have been a word that came into your mind right after it. Manifestation. Okay. I know there's a whole lot of videos out there in YouTube which talks about manifestations and how their own manifestation came true and all of that. But then as somebody who used vision board for like 1 year and then saw things happening, but then actually had like 19 years of life without any vision boards or sorts, but then still saw things happening in my life, I would rather call it as prayer. Like, that is my thing. Okay, so rather than manifesting things, I think I am somebody who prays for it and then tells my wish to God and then live it to His will. In my case, vision board has always been a thing that reminds me of what I need, what I want, and what I'm looking forward to. But then it also never fails to remind me that though I like it, it is always God's will that will be followed. Okay, so yeah, vision board is also a very big thing in my life. And so overall, rather than taking all these things, journaling, planning, and vision board as like this whole procedure or routine in my life, I've been taking it as the small joy, like, taking pictures, cutting it out, and then like sticking to a paper and making a vision board, and then planning your day out in the beginning of the day or like the previous night, and then at the night when you finish the day and come home, you jot down all your thoughts and journal your feelings. This has been like the joy of my day rather than like a must do thing, and I've been enjoying the whole process of it. Now moving on to the main part of vision board 2024. So again, I have made it like this small words and stickers. I got the stickers again from a particular website which is linked down below, and I made this vision board word from Canva. I just like took them, printed out, and stuck them here. Yep, so again, I wouldn't be showing my vision board because it's very private and personalized for myself. I don't want to like put it up here in YouTube. So that's it for my journal. That's it for my special journal. Okay, wait. I know. Don't get angry. Okay, so since my vision board is a little personal for me, I cannot show my vision board to you guys. But you know what I can do? I can tell you guys how to make a vision board. Isn't that amazing? So I'll put a template out here for the vision board, and please take a quick screenshot of it if you guys need. Okay, so this vision board is for 2022, but then I have been using, I found it really amazing. That's how we have come to the conclusion of the video. I hope you guys found it useful. I'm really happy sharing my whole process of planning, journaling, and making vision boards, and I hope you also found it useful. And if you did, make sure to give it a like and do subscribe to the channel if you have not yet. What are you waiting for? Do it quick so that you can see the power of my consistency in the upcoming videos. So I don't want to give hopes for my next video, but then I can kind of give you guys a hint that it's gonna be really good. So yeah, until I see you all in the next video, this is Sweety signing off. Bye.